2:45 to go. Here's the quarterback, slides left, he's got the first down, they let him away again. Across the 50, down into Hurricanes territory at the 48. They've been... Warner hands to the fullback, Mandeville. Power football for Syracuse. He gets to the 46, Burt wraps him up. Burt always plays well, and he has played particularly well this afternoon before the home folk. Monk and Williams, the wide receivers. Here is Warner. Outside to the right, and this time Marion comes up and makes a key defensive play, knocks him flat, no gain at the 46.
And of course the Hurricanes have no timeouts to work with, Rick. They only have one left, as you mentioned earlier. On this play, no deception, just a sweep. It's a play designed to eat up the clock, and that's exactly what they do. It takes time to string out a play like this, and the clock is finally stopped with 1:26 to go, and the correct...
The 48-yard line. Ball thrown a little bit high, had his hands on it, perhaps should have held on to it.
That's Howard Schnellenberger over there. You can see how disappointed he is, but I have to say something about this Hurricane team. They're young. They don't quit, Rick. They keep coming at you, and this is going to be a good ball club. If not this year, I think next year.
Competition, and that's the way you learn. Here's Kelly dropping back to throw. Dumps it off. Man out of the backfield round. 25, 30, gets to the 35-yard line. Miami has no timeouts left. The clock continues to move. And now the officials stop it. 12 seconds. The referee stops it. First down Miami at the 30. Syracuse has won this one 25-15. Back to throw. Kelly fires it. It is caught by Walker. He is hit. The ball pops out of there. They ruled it an incomplete pass. And that's the ball game. The final score is Syracuse 25, Miami 15. We'll be back after this timeout. Split in behind Roderick. Roderick hands off to Breckner, the fullback, and he puts his head down. Look at that effort as he bangs his way out to the 40-yard line. John Kinley, the right side, is the quarterback. Here's the handoff to Morris. He hits that hole in a hurry and is stacked up at the 27-yard line. We have a flag down, however. The tackle made Orangemen. Morris in motion to the top of your screen. Hurley will put it up for the first time. He's under pressure. Dumps it back to the opposite side to the tight end. This is Sider. Roderick on the snap. Pitches to Lorenzo Smokey Roan. Now in the ball game. Turns it upfield. Gets 5 to the 36-yard line. On the snap, here's the handoff to Hobbs, back in there, no hole inside, so he goes outside, turns it on across the 45, and he has more than enough for a first down out at the 47-yard line on the far side of the field. Ike Bogishian, the strong safety, is the man who rolled him out on the far side. On the first quarter, Hurricanes lead 7-3. This is Morse, gets to the 40, out to about the 41-yard line. Joe Morris, who was built close to the ground. I guess you've heard field goal by Gary Anderson. The officials, the referee is William McDonald, the umpire Theodore Benson, the linesman Vincent Presto, the line judge James Mahan, field judge is Walker, David Walker, and Ted Ruda is the back judge. Flag down as Roderick gets out to the 21-yard line. We'll see what this is about.
Well, the flag was dropped at a time and in the area, which generally means there was a holding.
Hand off to Morris. Morris isn't going to get much, down to about the 29-yard line before Jim Burt, the nose tackle, rammed him to the ground. A gain of 2. It'll bring up second down and 8. We've got Burt, Nelson, Williams forming the middle. We'll take another look at it.
What you're going to see here is Monk with almost triple coverage on him. There he gets a pretty good bump out there by Mark Smith. Now he comes back to the football because I believe the primary receiver on the play was Joe Morris. If you could see him, you can't. He's to the right of the play. Morris was downfield. He was well covered. And
moving toward the north end of the field, we go into the second quarter. Miami leads 7-6. Here's Mike, the handoff. Going to Chris Hobbs, and he doesn't get much. Out to the 39-yard line. Hit again by John Hill, but up around the rim of the stadium. It is blowing from the south. Here is the boot with the wind to his back. LaBelle hangs it up there. Monk back at the 29. Looks for a hole. Up the far sidelines. He's tripped up. Excellent play by Mark Smith. On special team.
To Brian Ishman on the pass. Watch for Ishman.
Here we take a look at that last play again. Morris, as he starts to make his cut. Nicholas is there on the ground. And it's 6'4", 225. Watch the play fake now as Hurley spins.
That's exactly what he does. Goes to the play fake to the left side every time and tries to get the flow going in that direction. We haven't seen the sprint draw yet this afternoon, Rick, but Hurley's been keeping it himself.
Lester Williams made the tackle. There is the option again to the other side. Hurley is not going to get much, and he didn't need much, but he might have gotten the first down as he fell forward and got to about the 35-yard line. He was looking for the opening for Dale and watch the blocking.
Hurley's only put the ball up 3 times this afternoon, but why should he pass when they can run the ball in the manner that they have? Quarterbacks who can run with the football have been causing Miami a lot of problems, and Hurley is a good one.
Sider, the tight end,
play by holding on to it at the last possible second. The difference between this pitch and the last one was that Hurley was in control of the situation, knew exactly where Morris was, looks at him, and then pitches it. Before, he didn't do that and almost coughed up the football, and Morris, with that good quickness, good speed, gets outside before he's run out of bounds.
Tackle was made by
Okay, we're going to watch Axon on an isolation here as he strings the play out, but David Jefferson is the one who makes the play as he fights off a block by Tony Sidor. There you see the play being strung out by Axon, and you don't see it here on the replay, but you see Sidor, number 81. Well, Jefferson beat him, came up, make first contact, excellent defensive play.
Ball is back at the 20-yard line, makes the tackle. We'll take another look at it.
Well, you're going to see Tim Flanagan miss a tackle here. There goes the play action. Hurley back. It's intended for Morris all the way. Morris has the blocking wedge form for him over there, but Flanagan had made the penetration. Came up. There he is on the right side of your screen. Comes up, makes the dive, misses the tackle, and then you see Morris in a position to turn it upfield, and almost for Miami.
Art Siebert, the linebacker, finally dragged him down.
Watch the block by Chris Hobbs here. Here you see Rodrigue. This is a way to execute the option. Now Hobbs comes up, and he'll make the block, and that's the one that springs Smokey Roan. A good play as Roan turns it upfield.
Larry Brodsky is the receiver, split to the top of the screen. Walker to the... Here's the handoff to Hobbs. Big hole in the middle. He's in the open at the 50 and down into Syracuse territory at the Grady and Picorni. We'll take another look at it.
Okay, here's Hobbs on a 17-yard scamper, and as you said, Rick, it was the blocking up front that sprung it, particularly on the inside there with Fenton and Picorni throwing the key blocks.
And Grady nailed somebody with his 6'7", 265 pounds. First.
Hobbs is wide open here again. One of the reasons is, as you see Rodrigue drop by, Syracuse's secondary needs help, and the linebackers will often go back to help those defensive players, and when that happens, that opens up the middle for a guy like Hobbs.
3rd down and 2, so they
had a notion, I believe, to do something else other than tuck the ball away and run with it. But when he looks upfield and finds that he's got an opening, he cuts to the inside and gets the first down yardage. The Channel 6 10 o'clock news with Larry Klaus brings you comprehensive news coverage 1 hour ahead.
Guy Ruff, the linebacker, is the man who made the coverage on the play. Let's watch it again.
Not only did he make the coverage on the play, but he was in the process of making the tackle as the ball went, but that's legal because the ball was tipped, and at that point, anything is legal, but he was tackling Roan at the time.
Connors, or rather Cameron, he does not get quite enough yardage for the first down. Here we go again.
Good play by Collins. You see the blitz coming from Guy Ruff here. Blitz then chases Rodrigue, forces him out of the pocket. Rodrigue throwing on the run, gets it away to Roan. Roan breaks a tackle, turns it upfield. It shows you the quickness of Collins, who catches him from behind.
There's a timeout on the field with a score. The Hurricanes 7 and the Orangemen 15. And Miller did not hit it properly, so the Canes hold the ball all of that time. Let's watch the snap. There you see the time, the hesitation caused by the errant snap. And Miller did not hit it squarely and hooked the ball off to the left side. He had kicked one earlier against FAMU. Is with 12 seconds to go. That puts him in not only field goal but touchdown range.
And here it is again, and you see Monk just splitting the coverage down there. He had 3 men on him, and a good throw by Hurley.
Back to Elias. Let's watch it again.
Let's watch Ken Mandeville hold upfield. He's number 41 if you can see him, but this is nonetheless an excellent return by Morris. He gets a break here as he gets some good blocking. The hold is on number 71.
Watch who makes the tackle.
That's the kicker.
Jeff Davis, 5'6", 135 pounds. 2 shots at him. Let's watch it again.
Well, what happens here is that I think Coleman and Marion relaxed a little bit in their coverage, and that's what enabled Ishman to get wide open. He was a good 15 yards behind him, but Hurley breaking a couple of tackles here, gets loose to the outside. That's the danger of a guy like Hurley. And you see the two defensive players, Coleman and Marion, about 8 yards upfield because they have to be with Hurley on the
This is all Morris.
Well, this is all Morris as he breaks a tackle from Danny Brown. Brown comes up, has a real good shot at him, and doesn't wrap his arms around him. He tries to knock him off his feet with his shoulder, and a guy like Morris, who has that kind of balance, built as low to the ground as he is, has to be grabbed. You can't just knock him off his feet.
Down and about 2.5. We'll take another look at the option from the quarterback.
Hurley thinks so well on his feet. He has an ability to find that hole and accelerate very quickly. That's, I think, the key to his effectiveness. He'll go one way, find it blocked.
A 7 score, and let's take another look at it.
Okay, here goes Hurley as he ran that same play again, looking to the left, play action to the left side. Then he fakes the pitch out. Lester Williams took the fake on the play, and Hurley turns it in upfield. Nobody in front of him. Good blocking upfield by Syracuse, and Hurley's got clear sailing into the end zone.
Marion smacked him, but too late. It'll be
Here's a replay of that kiss as Roan takes the ball from Kelly, who's in their quarterback now. Just a simple pitch out. You see Hobbs outside looking for somebody to block. Roan turns it up upfield. The block by Hobbs was missed. There's a little bit of a collision, but it slowed Roan enough so that the pursuit was able to get over there to make the stop.
Jim Kelly, 31-yard line. Watch Kinley again. He's had some kind of an afternoon.
Yeah, I'd rule this a crime, I think. He's in there to perpetrate punishment. You see Kelly, he never had a chance. Nobody picked him up, and there should be a back in there to throw a block, and there's nobody around. Kinley just gets in there and waffles him.
LaBelle.
Hurley out of the lineup. Hurley, they're taking his shirt off down on the sidelines. Here's the handoff to Morrison Burt. It's right there to greet him, and not too kindly either. Hurley has had some chest problems and also shoulder problems after the game last week against Penn State. They're treating him on the sidelines now.
Intended for Art Monk.
It was overthrown a little bit, and as often happens when a quarterback comes in cold, Warner without a chance to warm up. I'm surprised he put it up on only his second play in the ball game, but he did it. Marion comes over and makes the interception on an overthrown ball.
That for Marion, his second interception of the season, and for the Hurricanes, 14 this year.
If you want to see just how open he is from our end zone camera, you see Kelly dropping back, and Hobbs just floats over the line of scrimmage. No linebacker in the area to pick him up. There you see him. And it's left to somebody out of the secondary, in this particular case, Jim Collins, who was a linebacker, to come up and make the play.
There was pass interference. So you see the flag right there.
It was so wide open, I couldn't believe it. There was Walker, just ran a fly pattern down the far side of the field. Kelly sees him, lets it fly, and maybe he's a little cold too, as he just overthrows him. Not by very much, though.
5:23 to go in the third. Field has been open, smack dab open all day long.
And here it is again, Rick. Kelly back. You know, football's a lot like poker. You don't have to get it all back in one shot. You know, you can make steady progress. And as long as Hobbs is open this way, they get 10, 12 yards at a clip. There's 20 minutes left in this ball game, and Miami's still in it. Hobbs downfield, first down.
First down at the 23-yard line. Lorenzo Roan threw a good block that time. The linebacker knocked him down. Let's take another look at it.
Well, there you see Breckner. He's coming out far side. He's the man they might pitch to, but then you see the pitch goes to Joyner instead. Joyner tries to cut inside. Doesn't have a lot of running room. Second down, about 8.
Second and 8 from the 10. Quarterback made to stop. We'll take another look at it.
Boy, watch the blocking on the right side of that offensive line for Syracuse. You see Warner get upfield, but just outstanding blocking. A very good one thrown there on Danny Brown, who's been having his problems at the left linebacker position, and it's a first down.
The right cornerback is the man who knocked him heels over elbows.
I think he saved the touchdown, too, as you'll see here, because there was nobody except Swain between Morris and the end zone, and Swain comes up and makes an excellent open field tackle there.
They mark it at 17, so it's a yard to go.
Kelly takes it, really doesn't have control of it, starts to run, finds no room, uses the option, the high pitch. Roan has to stop for it, and now he's in trouble. And as you said, Rick, it was just the high pitch that caused him to lose.
Out of Steubenville, Ohio. We'll take another look at it.
Hayes and Kenai got down there as Roan made the reception. He catches the ball. You see Hayes and Kenai get in front of him, and they're in position to throw a couple of key blocks, and that was really what enabled Roan to get upfield. Collins never did get into the play because Roan was just too quick as he got by. There's the block that Rick talked about, and so Miami's in business.
All right, Joyner, spread to the bottom of your...
Walker may learn a lesson on this play, Rick. Watch what happens. Kelly finds him on the post pattern, perfectly thrown football. You're going to see Walker catch it. Now watch what happens after he catches the football. He makes a transition. He has it with two hands. He tries to put it into one hand to carry it, and that's how they managed to jar it loose. And I'll tell you, the Hurricanes got a little bit of a break.
hollering no touchdown, but the official rules that he had it long enough. It only takes an instant. That's the way the rule reads, and we'll take another look at it as Kelly puts the bomb up. Watch Walker beat the defensive back on the play, Warren Harvey. The pass was well thrown down to the corner, and Walker comes up with a great catch. He had possession of the ball as he went out over the baseline of the no official indication yet. Might be pass interference.
All right, Roan is the primary receiver on this play. Kelly doesn't find him open. Breckner slips in underneath. Good play by Kelly. He's really looked impressive.
Okay, there. Take another look at it.
What you're going to see here is that Warner will run up the back of one of his blockers, and he'll be stopped temporarily, and you'll see Miami relax just a little bit. You see that? Particular offender in that case, Danny Brown. He just relaxed a little bit and gave him a chance to turn the corner.
Good block by him beautifully, and when he heads it upfield, there's no stopping him.
Here you see how he gets all his yardage, Rick. He takes a move. He makes a move inside. You see him on the sweep. Now he makes that cut. See how quickly he makes it and how quickly he accelerates after the cut. And that's why this guy is going for another 1,000-yard season. He may have passed it.
I think he has.
Here's another angle of it as you see Kelly getting the ball out to Walker. Walker throws it about as far as he can, I think, Rick. It was a little bit shorter. It would have been a touchdown.
First down at the 46. Linebacker, number 33, you see there, made a good play on it. And they might have been looking for that pass to the back that time.
That's right, because normally Collins has a much deeper drop than this, but on this particular play, you can see he has a deep drop again. He's just so quick that he can come up there and make the containment, make the play. No timeouts to work with, Rick. They only have one left, as you mentioned earlier. On this play, no deception, just a sweep. It's a play designed to eat up the clock, and that's exactly what they do. It takes time to string out a play like this, and the clock is finally stopped with 1:26 to go. And the correct say 6 phrase of the day may be worth